Hey, it's Matt Morris, best-selling author of The Unemployed Millionaire. Today, I want to teach you the psychology of closing. This is something that I used to be really bad at, and ultimately I got really good at it. And it has been one of the biggest keys that has allowed me to recruit powerful leaders and be able to build an organization that's grown to over 1 million customers in 40 plus countries around the world. It's given me ultimate time and money freedom and allowed me to help many other people do the same thing. And listen, if you are interested in learning more about becoming a powerful leader so you can recruit powerful leaders and have ultimate time and money freedom, hop over to leadwithmatt.com. So listen, I want to give you what I would consider to be the foundation of closing, especially as it relates to network marketing. Now, this will carry over into other industries, and I will tell you, I've done all kinds of closing outside of network marketing but for the last 18 years, I've been full-time in this profession, and it is one of the biggest challenges that network marketers have, and it's a reason why they suck so bad at recruiting. And so let me give you the framework, the foundation. And listen, I was told long ago that if you want to build a really tall building, you've got to dig a really deep foundation. So I want you to understand the most important fundamental foundational principles as it relates to closing. And so number one is you want to have fun in the process. And this is something that I try to do all the time, whether I'm giving a one-on-one presentation, I'm doing a home meeting, I'm doing a talk in front of, a few hundred people, or in a stadium with 20,000 people. My commitment is I'm always going to have fun. Yes, I'm going to deliver. I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to close anyone who's closable, but I'm going to have fun in the process, because when you have fun, you're able to do step number 2, and that is falling in love with the process. You see, maybe you were like me. I got involved in network marketing and I was super nervous. I was afraid of rejection. Number one fear in the world is the fear of rejection. They say it's the fear of public speaking. That's just the fear of being rejected publicly. So listen, I was afraid, I was fearful, and I hated it. And so when the meeting was over and I'm sitting next to my prospect, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Or maybe I'm one-on-one and I'm playing a video for them. And maybe you felt this. The anxiety starts to build. Like the last minute of the presentation, your anxiety keeps getting higher and higher and higher. And when it comes to actually close, you do a lousy job because you hate it, you're nervous. So you want to convince yourself that you love to close. Now, this is programming. It's going to require some self-talk. You need to be telling yourself you love to close. What I decided years ago is if I'm ever going to get good at closing, I need to love the process, because you don't get good at things you hate to do typically. So I decided I'm going to reprogram myself. I'm going to start saying I love the process. And at the end, where I'd get the anxiety building, I'd start telling myself, this is just a game. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And your words will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So get excited in the process. Next thing is you need to show them how to feel. See, people join more based on emotion than they do based on logic. And if you're trying to be logical, in other words, maybe you have all the facts and figures in your head. You have all the reasons why they should buy your products and services, or they should sign up as a distributor, representative in your opportunity. And you want to present all those facts and figures. Realize that's not what gets people to buy. There's a great book called How Customers Think, and they did so much analysis, and what we've realized is people buy way more based on emotion than they do logic. Now, logic factors in, but the primary is emotion. And so you want to be excited, right? If you're not excited, they're not going to be excited. So you need to show them how to feel. Be excited about the process and lead with emotion. The worst thing that you can possibly say in a close is, what did you think? And it is the most common because it's the easiest thing to say. So the presentation's over, you turn to your prospect and you say, so what did you think? Realize what you've just done is you've accessed the logical side of the brain. So the presentation is over and they don't really know what to think. They're kind of like, imagine them on a fence. And there's the emotional side, that's the buying side. There's the logical side, which is the paralysis analysis side. And presentation's over. They're on the fence. And you say, so what did you think? You just push them over to the paralysis of analysis side. the non-buying side. So don't say, what did you think? It accesses the wrong side of the brain. You want to say something that's going to elicit an emotional response, like, pretty awesome, isn't it? What'd you like best? And they tell you what they like best, right? So lead with emotion, not based on logic. Now, this is all leadership. My calling in life has been to raise up leaders. And it's why I created a training at leadwithmatt.com. Go there if you want to learn how to recruit powerful leaders so you can experience massive duplication and have real time and money freedom. That's where you'll find it. So another thing that you want to do, this is foundational, is you want to assume the sale. You want to naturally assume that they're going to get started. Now, I learned this many, many years ago when I was doing in-home sales. And this is back when we had applications, right? And when the presentation was over, I just start filling out the application. And so I got into network marketing. And once I got confident in network marketing, I started doing the same thing. And so I would actually come to the presentation with the application filled out of all the information that I knew about the person, right? And so the presentation's over. I say, awesome, what'd you like best? And they tell me, and they say, awesome, well, listen, what's your address? And I start filling out the application. It's the ultimate assuming the sale. And I get halfway through the application, and I've had this happen a bunch of times. They'll actually ask me, am I doing this? And I say, yes, welcome to the team, right? So you want to assume the sale. Now, I'm not saying it's kind of an old school tactic, but the point applies. Assume the sale. Now, not only do you want to assume the sale. See, I'm going to give you something. If you're going to show someone your business, one thing that you can say, let's say you're leaving the house and you're talking to your wife. You say, hey, I'm going to go show someone the business. That's an okay thing to say. What's a better thing to say is, I'm going to enroll someone in our business. It's assuming the sale. I'm going to give you something better. Not only assume the sale, you want to assume huge growth. Okay, so instead of I'm going to enroll someone in our business, you say, I'm going to launch a new team. So when you're going to show someone a business, your mindset should be, you're not just going to show someone, you're not going just to enroll someone, you're going to launch a new team. And those words, again, are going to show up energetically. You're going to be a lot more powerful. You're going to be talking to your prospect differently if you're assuming the sale. Next thing, there's 3 main questions that people want to know when they get started. And a lot of times these are unconscious. Okay, is number 1, does it work? Number 2, can I do it? Number 3, will you help me? So maybe network marketing is new to them. They've never done it. Or maybe they did network marketing and they never had any success. And so you want to effectively answer those questions. Does it work? Can I do it? Will you help me? Answer those 3 and you're going to have a much higher closing ratio. Next thing I want to talk about, and this is amazingly important, is close early and close often. Here's what I mean by that. Close early and close often. When the presentation is over, you go for the close. One of the huge reasons why so many people blow the sale is because when the presentation's over, maybe it's a hotel meeting or a home party, or you're going through a PowerPoint, whatever it may be, playing a video. When the video's over, the presentation is over, you keep going into sales mode. You keep telling more benefits and more benefits and more benefits, and you think you're helping your closing ratio when in fact you're hurting it. Why? Because this is a business of duplication. People need to know that this is a simple business. And if they think that they have to resell the deal or give all of this amazing information when the presentation is over, they're going to look at you and go, man, you're going to do great with this. But they won't join. Why? Because they can't do, or they don't want to do, what you've just done with them. Okay? So close early. When the presentation is over, ask them, hey, are you ready to get started? Okay? Close early. Here's what I mean by close often. Closing often is if they have questions, if they have objections, you're going to answer the question and ask them again. Okay? So the presentation's over. You say, awesome. You ready to partner up with me? And they say, well, how does this work? You're going to answer that question and you're going to say something like this. Do you have any more questions, or are you ready to get started? And then you're going to pause. We'll talk about the power of the pause in another training. So that's what I mean by close early and close often. Don't get into salesmanship after the presentation is over. You will sell yourself out of the deal. Last thing is you need to be sold out on your products and services. You need to be passionate about what you're selling. If you don't believe heart, mind, body, and soul in what you're selling, go sell something else. See, one of the reasons why I was able to become a powerful closer is I got involved in something, in a product or a service that I was generally passionate about. And my attitude is if they don't take my products and services, I'm doing them a disservice by allowing them not to happen. They lose if they don't buy my products and services. And because I'm so passionate about it, I can look them squarely in the eye with integrity and I can say, you need to do this. Or talk about the value of it and I can be passionate about it. And I'm telling you, it's the passion that sells. Great leaders have great passion because they believe in what they're selling. So listen, I hope you enjoyed this training as much as I enjoyed delivering it to you. Closing has been one of my favorite things. And again, everything rises and falls based on leadership. If you are serious about being a powerful leader in network marketing, if you want to be able to recruit powerful leaders, if you want time and money freedom, hop over to leadwithmatt.com. You can get a free training there that I promise you will absolutely love. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.